There it is, racing now. And Magnus Bay left okay on the inside. Starflight slow out. Hurricane Vic began nicely. Hawaiian Eye up with Corridor Talk, and over on the outside Noble Patriot and Jazz Queen. Sausalito's in that leading division. Magnus Bay just the leader at the 1,000 now, headed off by Hurricane Vic. Yes, no, yes. One over on the outside of those then would have been a Noble Patriot, and with those two is Spurious. 2 lengths further back, Sausalito. Slavar back along the inside. Corridor Talk beaten for pace. Then Shadow Power well back with Jazz Queen, Trust and Betrayal. At the tail of the field as they work down the side would have been Starflight, and back with it is Noble Patriot. Up before the corner, 500 metres out, Hurricane Vic and Magnus Bay, the joint leaders by 2.5 to Yes, No, Yes. Spurious is next. A length away to Sausalito, followed then by, at the head of the others, Hawaiian Eye, Corridor Talk, and further back as they wheel the bend would have been Jazz Queen. In the straight, Magnus Bay comes to the centre of the track, or about 5 off the rails, takes the lead here from Yes, No, Yes. Hurricane Vic is gone. Sausalito running on. Magnus Bay in front. Sausalito getting to second. The leader starting to shorten stride at the 100, but it's still clear. This plunge is going to come off. Magnus Bay gets home, draws away again from Sausalito, and Slavar and Corridor Talk in a photo for third, but Magnus Bay bolts in. Sausalito second, close third, Slavar, Corridor Talk, Yes, No, Yes, followed by Trust and Betrayal, Jazz Queen. Well back then was Shadow Power, Spurious, behind it Noble Patriot. Hawaiian Eye back towards the toe with Hurricane Vic and Starflight.
Well, the winner number 4, Magnus Bay, 220 and 140. Second to 6, which is Sausalito, 180. Third, number 8, Eslavar, a dividend of $2.60.
Is that where Eslavar got to? I was wondering about that. It's 2 minutes past 11 on the 2KY Racing Radio Morning News Time.
2KY News.
Is confident the dispute with truck drivers can be resolved. Federal Treasurer Peter...
Ready, race 2. All in. Set to go. Signal there. Bit of movement near the inside with Owen. And Badgers Wood also towy. Racing now. They've broken in a good line. One of the first out, Mukatan. Okay away was You're Joking. Palachi began well. Owen hunting up on the inside from Idyllic Dream, and out deep on the track working forward is You Awake. Saeta setting them back in the field with Kaiser Soza. And last of all is Carnival Cape, is 1,100 metres out, and Mukatan narrowly in front of You're Joking and Palachi in the centre. Out very deep, You Awake from Idyllic Dream, Mandari Rocks, and over on the inside, Owen getting into the box seat. A length and a half, then comes Kaiser Soza with Sidecker, and a length off last of all is Carnival Cape as they work off the back. 8.50 out, and the leader Mukatan by a neck to Palachi. You Awake having no luck. It's posted out deep. Owen is fourth on the inside of Idyllic Dream. Losing a little bit of ground there, You Joking. A length and a half to Kaiser Soza. Badgers Wood, followed by Sciatica, Mantari Rocks. And last of all, Carnival Capers on the corner, 500 metres out. Mukatan being pressured by Palachi and You Awake. A length and a half away, then Idyllic Dream running on around the outside. Owen sweating on a run, followed by You're Joking and Kaiser Soza. As they wheel the bend here, Palachi in the centre takes a narrow lead from You Awake. Mukatan is under the whip. Owen trying to get into the clear desperately. It's locked up at the moment. Idyllic Dream goes up on the outside to make a line of 4. Sciatica running on, and then Carnival Capers. Idyllic Dream took the lead from You Awake. Sciatica on the outside running into third with Carnival Capers, but Idyllic Dream in front near home, and Idyllic Dream gets home. Idyllic Dream wins by a half length. 2 You Awake, third placing goes to Carnival Capers in front of Sciatica. Owen didn't finish it off when it got into the clear from Kaiser Soza. Badgers Wood, Palachi weakened badly, Mantari Rocks. Then came Mukatan, and last in was You're Joking.
The winner number 1, Idyllic Dream, 21.30 and 4.20. Second to 4, You Awake, 180. And number 7 should get third, Carnival Capers, at return to 4.60. While I'm here at an opening call for...
Ready. Racing now. And they've jumped away in a near-perfect line. One of the first out was Just a Look. Away smartly, Classic Coup and Iron Mill. Liven up on the inside, Midnight Cowboy. Ice Ranger is caught out deep as Imperial General from an outside gate crosses over and leads them out of the straight inside the 1800. It's Imperial General taking over now. In second placing, Midnight Cowboy, Liven Up, and Classic Coup now going around that pair to second. Further out, Doubtful Direction around Ice Ranger, Iron Mill, a length away to Just a Look, an Easy Time. Further back then comes Port Tack on the inside of Rose of Siena, caught out deep. In the centre, Staff Party, a length and a half to Prince Veritable, followed by Princess Stephanie. Halo at Risk is second last, and last of all is Solination Solanaceous 15 off the lead. Into the back, 1,300 metres out. And here over on the outside, Doubtful Direction just narrowly in front of Imperial General. A length and a half to Classic Coup. A little over a length, Midnight Cowboy from Liven Up. Ice Ranger on the outside of Iron Mill. 2 lengths further back, Just a Look. On the outside of it is Easy Time out deep with Port Tack the inside. Then Princess Stephanie, Staff Party and Rose of Sienna, Prince Veritable, and Halo at Risk at the toe with Solanaceous. 900 metres out as they come off the back. Imperial General and Doubtful Direction by 2.5 to Classic Coup and Midnight Cowboy ahead away. Another 2.5 further back, Iron Mill with Liven Up, Ice Ranger. Just a Look would want to get a wriggle on, one would think. Whipping around it and going past it was Princess Stephanie. It's in trouble, this favourite. Further back then was Staff Party, followed by Rose of Sienna, and then comes a Port Tack as they head up towards the turn. 500 metres out, Imperial General, Doubtful Direction. But here come the challengers. Princess Stephanie out 4 deep and Liven Up going forward from Classic Coup. Then Staff Party, Midnight Cowboy, Ice Ranger and Rose of Sienna. The favourite, Just a Look, doesn't look to be in the race at all as they swing the bend. Princess Stephanie raced up with Liven Up to hit the lead clear of Staff Party and Classic Coup. Further back then Rose of Sienna, and then comes Ice Ranger and Just a Look. Staff Party has raced to the lead below the 200 from Princess Stephanie, Classic Coup and Iron Mill. It's Staff Party in front, battling away Princess Stephanie and Iron Mill, but Staff Party careers away. Staff Party by 2 1/4. Second, Princess Stephanie, Iron Mill third. Then Classic Coup and Just a Look doing his best work at the end from Ice Ranger, Midnight Cowboy, Halo at Risk, Liven Up. Easy Time followed in by Rose of Sienna, Solanaceous, Port Tack, Doubtful Direction, Prince Veritable, and last in was Imperial General.
On 2KY, welcome to the National Racing Service. Here's Fred Hastings.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome along to this busy Thursday afternoon of racing, pacing and chasing. And the third race at Warrnambool, 5, 3, 15 will be the numbers. 5 Staff Party, 17.90 and 3.60. We'll confirm these. 5 Staff Party, 17.90 and 3.60. Second prize, 3 Princess Stephanie at $2.20 and 15 Iron Mill, $9.40. Quinella, 55.60. Exacta, $98. And the 5, 3, 15 trifecta has paid $3,321.80. $3,321.80. Winning rider Reese McLeod, margins, times and weight to come. Now, an update for you for Townsville race.
Their repeat performance. Rocking in the stalls, they're up and racing now, and they're broken in a good line. Zidane out towards the outside, one of the first out. Keeler repeat performance began quickly with Schmeichel. Maystar the inside. Now the second mortgage is going to settle off the pace. Export Image, Big Sally out deep as Old Faithful, followed by Crime Doesn't Pay. And settling down last of all is Steinway. 1,700 metres out and repeat performance in front here. By a length to Keeler on the inside, Schmeichel going forward, Big Sally and Old Faithful. A length and a half to Changsha, followed then by Maystar on the inside of Not By Choice. Another length to second mortgage. Zidane is over on the outside, followed by Awaken the Giant, a half length away to Export Image, 2 away I'm Lion, then West Texas, well back Crime Doesn't Pay, and 2.5 last of all is Steinway. 1,300 metres out as they go into the back, and it's repeat performance steadying in front here by a half length to Old Faithful, a length and a half to Keeler pulling a fraction, followed by Big Sally and Changsha out 3 deep, 1.5 to Schmeichel, followed by Not By Choice on the inside of the pair Maystar, a length away the second mortgage as they race to the 1,000, followed by Zidane, Export Image, Awaken the Giant over on the inside, followed then by Crime Doesn't Pay, West Texas, I'm Lion, and last of all is Steinway. Off the back, 900 metres out, repeat performance by a half length. Second placing Old Faithful, out deep as the bolter here, Changsha. Keeler back on the inside of Big Sally, Schmeichel away from the rails and deeper out, Not By Choice. Oh, I'm Lion has broken down shockingly here as they work off the back and they jam up. The second mortgage away from the rails as the repeat performance kicked away before the turn, but the Keeler's about to get into the clear. Over on the outside then comes Old Faithful, followed by Big Sally. Now the second mortgage starting to work home, followed by Schmeichel. Repeat performance leads around the turn from Keeler. The second mortgage goes to the outside, out past the centre of the track, followed by Schmeichel under pressure. Repeat performance grabbed by the second mortgage. In the centre, Keeler. Further back, Export Image battling away, but the second mortgage in front of repeat performance and Keeler. Then Export Image. The second mortgage is clear, though. Repeat performance and Keeler battling it out the minors, but this bolt bolts in. The good thing of the day home. The second mortgage by 5. Repeat performance second. Third in Keeler. Export Image fourth from West Texas, followed by Schmeichel's at Dane. Awaken the Giant, May Star, well backed in Old Faithful, Steinway. Not by choice. Second last, Big Sally. And last in Crime Doesn't Pay. And unfortunately, I'm Lion has broken down very, very badly over near about the 8.50. The winner here looked on as the good thing of the day. The second mortgage, ridden by Kieran McAvoy, is absolutely romped in. Very promising horse, the second mortgage. Very promising. Going to see him.
And margins to come, set Warrnambool.
Just about ready for a start here, race number 5 at Warrnambool. Starter holds him at the 1,300 metre point. Not sure what the hold-up is. Looks to have a good line now. Set, they're off and running. Al Le Bleu on the inside away fairly. Tea Tree Flyer's gone back to last. My Alibu with some speed. Vibrant Shani showing pace. Corker Blue heading forward now with Tezarami in the middle. Vibrant Shani just in front. Corker Blue and Tezarami splits the pair. A length and a half away, running fourth, Pindari Gold, followed by Sangiovese, who's up running fifth in the race. Arami next on the inside, followed by Super Sunrise, and My Alibu is back on the inside, then Lucid and Lady. Further back, Al Le Bleu back with Classic Kid. Prince Key is 3 deep and second last, and 1 Tea Tree Flyer last of all. 7.50 to go. They come off the back, and Vibrant Shani out a length and a half clear now from Tezarami. Pindari Gold is back in the middle on the inside, Arami, and then Corker Blue being followed by Sangiovese. My Alibu on the inside, Super Sunrise out wide. In behind those, Al Le Bleu. Prince Key a fair way off them. Classic Kid and Tea Tree Flyer last of all. Towards the turn at the 400 metre mark, they swing about 4 off the inside. Arami can get the run, but for the moment it's Vibrant Shani turning for gold, turning for home from Pindari Gold second. Arami gets the run up on the inside, then Sangiovese. My Alibu back to the inside, and Prince Key the widest runner. It's Vibrant Shani in front from Arami. Pindari Gold is further out, and Prince Key starting to motor. Arami getting to Vibrant Shani. Prince Key out wide. Arami's taken the lead. Prince Key dives at it, and Prince Key, I'd say. The outsiders got up and bloused out Arami. Vibrant Shani third. In behind those then came Pindari Gold, followed by Sangiovese. Being followed by Lucid and Lady. Then came Corker Blue, Super Sunrise. In behind those runners then we've got Al Le Bleu back in company with Tezarami, and My Alibu is back towards the tail enders. Well, a big finish from Prince Key, and it'll get up quite clearly too, with the momentum grabbing Arami, and Vibrant Shani will be third. Numbers will be 10 defeating 2 and 4, 10, 2 and 4.
Toads to follow. It's all clear at the Gold Coast. Winning rider there, Steve Arnold. We stand by for the posting of margins and times as we look ahead to race number.
That's set to run, the 1,100 metres. Stand by, ready racing, Cheap in charge on the inside away fairly. Timely Waters back to last with Dance with us as they settle. Flinto going quickly with Prince Varieties and River Junction, Ganymede further out. Cheap in charge, fifth back on the inside, then Diamond Fibre, Tarathea. Further back in the race, Make Mine Cash about 4 lengths off them. Then came Julius. In behind them, Imperial Trisk on the inside, then Volator. 2 further back, Nick Knock. Outside of it in turn, Ret and Rhythm. Further back behind those, Showgazer. Timely Waters on the inside, and Dance with us last of all. Prince Varieties at the 600 metre mark. Leads the way from Flinto, who gets up inside it now. Further back in the race, River Junction with Tarathea. Cheap in charge behind them, followed by Imperial Trisk, who gets the rails run. Julius just behind them, only 3 off the lead as they swing. Further back in the race, Diamond Fibre, Ganymede. In behind those then came Volator and Nick Knock on the inside, and well back Make Mine Cash. Well in the straight, Imperial Trisk has got up on the inside. Prince Varieties, and now Julius coming with a run. Imperial Trisk on the inside with Prince Varieties. Julius further out, but it's Imperial Trisk hard up against the inside in front from Prince Varieties and Julius. And Imperial Trisk gets home and wins at 2 lengths, Prince Varieties and Julius. Then came further back in the race, Timely Waters picking up ground with Volator, then Flinto. Then came Tarathea. In behind those, then we've got back behind those, Make Mine Cash. Being followed in company with Dance With Us. Being followed further back by Nick Knock on the inside, then Showgazer, Chief in charge, was back in company with Diamond Fibre, Rent and Rhythm, Ganymede, and towards the tail of the field here was River Junction.
And 11 Imperial Trisk, the winner for Steve Arnold, 8.52.60. I do believe that gives him a double today, having won earlier in the day. Anyway, gets that one home. Imperial Trisk at 8:52.60. We stand by for second and third. All clear.
Handy present, Councilman and in the rain. Third quarter in 30.4. Chief Butler leads onto the bend.
River the Cup.
The light is on. They're ready. Stalls are back and they're off and running. Lock Turret on a little bit tardy away. Sir Linford went back and so did Collins Street after the start, and Zaboo bounced quickly. Here's your Queen of Bay starting to go forward with Full of Rhythm just behind them, Apache King and Mr. Nelson ridden across now from Jamestown when they settle down. Running down to the 1900-metre mark now, and it's your Queen of Bay in front with Mr. Nelson going up second and Full of Rhythm third from Jamestown. Samasierra on the inside, further back then Zaboo. Jamestown caught a little wide from Lock Turret on Raw Caliph, Royal Effort. Further back was Greenstone Charm, followed on the inside by Collins Street. Then Ancient City, further back in the race, Humphrey Go-Kart from Aberdeen Rose. And 3 lengths to Linford last of all at the 1600-metre mark. And the leader is your Queen of Bay, nearly a length in front. Mr. Nelson went up second. A length further back, Full of Rhythm third. 1.5 Apache King running fourth. Samasierra fifth, followed by Jamestown. Back in the middle, Zaboo on the inside. Then came Lock Torridon. Then Greenstone Charm, 3 off the fence from Raw Caliph back in the middle. On the fence there was Collins Street around at Ancient City. A length further back in the race, then came Royal Effort outside at Aberdeen Rose. Checked on heels, there was Humphrey Go-Kart, had to ease, and last of all, Sir Linford. They're slowed up going down the back, and your Queen of Bay running into the back of the 1100-metre mark, held together a neck in front of Mr. Nelson. A length into the grey, Full of Rhythm third. Fourth is Apache King. Fifth is Samasierra from Jamestown sixth. They're followed by Collins Street getting up on the inside from Zabooan. Ancient City around Greenstone Charm. Lock Torridon getting up behind Collins Street. A length for the back, Raw Caliph, followed by Humphrey Go-Kart. Then Royal Effort back towards the rear of the field. Aberdeen Rose and Sir Linford last of all. Coming off the back straight now. They race inside the 850-metre mark. Your Queen of Bay being attacked quickly by Full of Rhythm, who goes up on the outside with Mr. Nelson. Further out is Jamestown. They leave the rail, and Collins Street's getting a run on the rail. Ancient City is out wider from Samasierra. Then Apache King further back in the race. Greenstone Charm back to the inside. Then Lock Torridon with the rails run though. Collins Street has burst through on the turn. Collins Street took the lead and kicked away for Preble. A length and a half in front of Lock Torridon. 2 lengths for the back, Jamestown. Then Greenstone Charm, Royal Caliph, and further back in the race then Mr. Nelson. Lock Torridon after Collins Street, and the grey has got its head in front of Collins Street, is coming back. Later Samasierra starting to fly. Lock Torridon, Samasierra will beat the ball. Samasierra, Oliver, 3/4 of a length. Lock Torridon ahead, third Collins Street. Then Apache King, and further back in the race, the outside. Sir Linford ran on from Greenstone Charm, Jamestown, Zaboo and Mr. Nelson. Royal Caliph followed further back by Humphrey Go-Kart. Royal Effort behind those, Ancient City, a gap Aberdeen Rose and Full of Rhythm. And last of all, after leading up, is your Queen of Bay.
Oh, Rabs, I hope you got on. 14 Samasierra, 7:22.50. 17 Lock Torridon at 6:20, and 6 Collins Street, 2:10. Winning rider, Samasierra, Damien Oliver.
Collins Street. And Oliver takes the cup. Number 14. Number 14, Samasierra, Damien Oliver, has got up to win the cup from number 17, Lock Torridon. And third, number 6, after hitting the front on the turn, was Collins Street. Numbers on the cup, 14, 17 and 6. 14, 17 and 6. Magnificently timed run by Damien Oliver, getting the late charge at them. Saved and waited for his run. And Samasierra, who won the Hamilton Cup 2 starts ago, has charged late to record his 7th win from 28 starts.
12 and 4, 8 Van Tel, 6 and 2, 6:30 and 2 for Brave Act, and our reward 9 and 4.
Signal racing. Hibernian Prince has left the gate well. Kingston Campbell a little bit slow off the mark, and St Stephen was going back and going quickly as Mighty Air. Here's the first of their fences. Mighty Air over it in front now from Hibernian Prince. Just behind those in the early point now, Fair Brother, followed by Stockton Irish Piper, Psycho Craft, Kingston Campbell, Just Jake Indianapolis. Further back in the race then St Stephen, second last, and last of all Intensive Care. They measure the second fence. Mighty Air, the rank outsider, goes out about 6 lengths in front, coming up towards the third fence down the straight the first time from the Tasmanian Stockton, and then came Hibernian Prince, a length and a half, Fair Brother, a length and a half to Irish Piper, then Psycho Craft, a gap of about 2 or 3 lengths. Indianapolis, Just Jake, followed by Kingston Campbell, then came St Stephen, and 2 or 3, last of all Intensive Care. They've gone over the next. There's one fence out there at the Alfred Road. Then they'll go into Briley Paddock, and Mighty Air's on top here. Mighty Air going out towards that first of road fences. Here he comes to it, Mighty Air with a big break. He comes to it and cuts the turn, jumps it well, lands into Briley, about 12 lengths in front of Stockton, 4 or 5 for the back third, Hibernian Prince. They're followed by Fair Brother Nice and Handy on the first round. Irish Piper back on the inside of it, 2 or 3 Psycho Craft. A gap in the race, Indianapolis, Just Jake. St Stephen ridden back today, followed by Kingston Campbell and Intensive Care last of all. This outsider going into Briley at the next fence, Mighty Air, skimmed across the top of that and landed about 15 to 18 in front of Stockton. About 6 further back, Hibernian Prince, Fair Brother Nice and Handy outside Irish Piper. 3 further back, then came Psycho Craft, followed by Indianapolis. Outside at the favourite, St Stephen. 3 further back, Just Jake. Kingston Campbell back on the inside, and 6 last of all, Intensive Care. Up to the top of the hill, the Cox's Hill double coming up. And it's Mighty Air giving a bold display out in front. He'll turn up into the top of the hill and jump one onto the road and go over the second. And Mighty Air comes up to the first of 2 fences. Jumped it well onto the road he goes. He comes up to the next. He's in Grandis paddock and he's out on his own. Coming down the hill, he's about 15 lengths Stockton. 2.5 Irish Piper from Fair Brother, followed on the outside by Hibernian Prince. 2 then to St Stephen, who's starting to move up a little closer. He's just behind Hibernian Prince. Further back then Psycho Craft. Indianapolis, a gap, Kingston Campbell from Just Jake. And 8 lengths last of all, Intensive Care. Down the bottom of the hill, over the toes of the road. The leader started to pull up at the between fences there, and he lost a bit of ground as they swing around on their left leg, and the lead's changed now. Stockton went through and Irish Piper went up on the outside. And out towards the next fence, an Irish Piper with Mighty Air pushing up again to head them off. The inside Mighty Air now again went to the front from Stockton now second. Irish Piper went back to third as they go to that fence. 1.5 lengths further back, Fair Brother's been Nice and Handy fourth. 2 behind him would have been Psycho Craft. 1.5 lengths then the favourites. And they are St Stephen, who's up on the outside there of Hibernian Prince. 3 to Kingston Campbell as they go to the next fence. They're followed inside him by Indianapolis, 4 lengths further back, Just Jake. And Intensive Care is last of all. Coming up from where they started again. And Stockton's gone up now to Mighty Air as they come up towards the top circle. And they've gone the first lap. And this will be fence number 17 after this one, 16 to go. And they've gone over the first round, and Stockton, the Tasmanian, hit it hard. Went straight through it there for little Kimmy Hayes. And Mighty Air is going up towards Stockton and Irish Piper. 1.5 lengths to Fair Brother, 3 further back in the race, Hibernian Prince. Mighty Air reached for that one. Improving St Stephen back in the middle, Psycho Craft. 4 further back, Indianapolis. Then Kingston Campbell making some ground. A long gap into Just Jake and Intensive Care. Down towards the stands again, and Stockton let that one, jumped it well, landed about 2 lengths in front now from Irish Piper as they go towards this next one. Then Mighty Air still up third, followed by Fair Brother, Trinder saving ground, and St Stephen going up outside him. Further back of the race then, Psycho Craft in the middle. On the inside of it, Hibernian Prince. Just off them now would have been Indianapolis, followed by Kingston Campbell. Then came Intensive Care, and Just Jake dropped to the tail. Terrific battle for the front here. On the inside, Irish Piper, and Stockton outside it. Fair Brothers had a beautiful run on the inside of Mighty Air. A length then further back, Hibernian Prince, and they're followed out wider by St Stephen. As they go out toward that Alfred fence again, they'll be in Briley for the last time. Here they go to it, and Irish Piper cut the turn well. Takes them into Briley for the last time, 3/4 in front. Stockton having another crack at it again, and it's on again up Briley's Hill now. Stockton taking on Irish Piper. They got out now about 5 or 6 in front of Mighty Air. A length further back, going up to fourth is St Stephen. Just behind him is Fair Brother, a length off. 1.5 lengths, Hibernian Prince and Psycho Craft. Then came Indianapolis as they measure the next fence, followed by Kingston Campbell. Indianapolis is down. Indianapolis has crashed to that one out there in Briley. And the Tasmanian Stockton again got a 1/2 length in front, heading up towards the next fence up near the top of the hill. It's Stockton, but Irish Piper comes back again. They jump it in unison about 5 lengths in front. St Stephen running to third, 2 lengths further back, Fair Brother. On the outside of it, Hibernian Prince, a gap, Kingston Campbell. Mighty Air's called it a day, going past him, Psycho Craft. Cox's Hill on top of the hill. Over it, Irish Piper, a neck in front of Stockton, into Granders. 3 lengths off them, St Stephen. 4 further back then, Hibernian Prince and Fair Brother. They're out in Granders paddock. Down the hill for the last time, Irish Piper in front. Stockton made that downhill climb and he moved out a little ground. And St Stephen's moving up, followed by Hibernian Prince. 6 fences to go. Down the bottom of the hill, Irish Piper didn't make the turn well. Neither did the favourite, St Stephen. And there's a casualty down at that fence. And as they come up now with 4 fences to go, St Stephen got to the lead, 1.5 lengths, Irish Piper. Psycho Craft to third, Hibernian Prince fourth. 2 to Fair Brother, the fourth last. St Stephen jumped at a length in front. Coming again, Irish Piper at him. 3/4 Psycho Craft. 3 further back in the race then, Hibernian Prince, a gap, Fair Brother, and then Intensive Care over the third last. St Stephen not to be denied. A neck in front of Psycho Craft. 1.5 lengths further back in the race, Irish Piper. Now Hibernian Prince is starting to pick up ground. 4 lengths further back, Intensive Care. Second last fence lengths coming up now. And it's St. Stephen, Psycho Craft, Irish Piper, and trying to get up on the inside. Running on well, Hibernian Prince. They went over the second last, and St. Stephen landed again in front. 300 metres to go. Coming at him again is Psycho Craft. Psycho Craft, St. Stephen. 4 lengths further back. They're all very tied. Hibernian Prince the third, then Irish Piper. And Intensive Care. St. Stephen got the lead back again. St. Stephen in front. 1 fence to go. The last of 33. He's a neck in front of Psycho Craft and Irish Piper coming at them. Irish Piper again in the middle. Moving up quickly now and going with them. Hibernian Prince. Hibernian Prince burst through. He's taken the lead now from Psycho Craft. Irish Piper. Hibernian Prince is starting to open up. And Eric Musgrave has finally done it. The Grand Annual is going to Hibernian Prince, coming away by 6 lengths. Psycho Craft, Irish Piper 2 away third. Then came further back St. Stephen, followed by Intensive Care a long way back, then Fair Brother. Just coming in Stockton, riderless horses Kingston Campbell, and Just Jake has been pulled up and didn't complete the course.
Yeah, what a spectacle that was. Number 3, Hibernian Prince, 480, 170. 12, Psycho Craft, $15. 9, Irish Piper, 340. 4 of them fighting it out. 3 of them almost over the last obstacle, or the second last in unison. A terrific go. And Hibernian Prince has outstayed them over the 5,500 metre marathon journey. Tote dividends shortly. A couple of casualties. We'll have reports on those a little bit later on. Now, Geelong Trots, it's all clear, 4-2-10. You've had the update at Pinjarra. We gave that to you a little early. Let's clear the Gold Coast update.
Race number 5, Cool Fortune number 1 for Darryl Alexander, 14 and 5.30. 2 Supreme Shadow, 61 and 23. Armbrose Pride, 129 and 46. 4 East Norlad, 24 and 120. 5 Mountain Gold, 180, 104 and favourite. 7 Special Force, 550 and 290. 8 Forgotten Hero, 27 and 8. 9 Take a Moment, 5 and 120. 11 Lopsided, 35 and 10. And 12 Queen's Rhapsody, 20 and 5. Parkland's Trotters Free For All, good field, race number 5. Selection 5 a special, 9 and 7.
3 Hibernian Prince, 480, 170. 12 Psycho Craft, $15. And 9 Irish Piper, $3.40. Quinella, $157.20. Exacta, $239.90. 239.90. 312 and 9 the trifecta, 3,386.90. $3,386.90 was the trifecta. The margins and times details to come, as well as weight after the 2001 Grand Annual Steeplechase. Moving in Pinjarra, 9th Warrnambool at 5 after 4.
More action, number 1, $7. 2 Mighty Impulse, 26. 3 Voodaloo, 35. 4 Magic Ben, 450 and favourite. 5 Royal Millionaire, 41. 7 Another Neptune, 660. 8 Cotton on Flyer, 15. Jondre Ladd, number 9 at 20. 10 at Risk, 490. 11 A Radiant, 63. 12 Mr Jackhammer, 62. 13 Rapid Action, 12. 14 Renoir Vista, 17.